Good day, water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Okay, welcome to your tarot reading entitled, Where Am I Right Now in My Spiritual Journey? Okay, so this is a general reading, so just take what resonates with you, and also this is a timeless reading. So, whatever time the Spirit leads you to this video, it is the right time for you. Okay, so just use your intuition and try to see what are the things that resonates with you in your present journey, in your present spiritual journey. Now we will start with Cancer. Okay, so Cancer, we'll begin with a or with some two oracle readings, one from the Moonology manifestation cards, and then the other one is from the intuitive life coaching. Okay, we will try to see what is the message or main message of the universe for you, Cancer. Okay, so let's see. New moon in Aquarius. Okay, it's a air sign. Okay, but the air sign, the Aquarius, is also somebody who's always constantly going to the water to get water, going to the river or going to the water source to get water. So somehow related to intuition also. Water signs are also very much related to intuition. They go to the depths of the water or get depths of the sea in order to get in touch with the divine. And so Cancer also by nature is in touch with water and in touch with the inner world. And it says here, new moon in Aquarius. So for many of you right now, Cancer, you are beginning a new chapter in your life. And yeah, you are related to the air. Okay, so something about also enlightenment maybe. It says here, open up to change. Okay, so open yourself open yourself to the universe, open yourself to the guidance of the spirit so that change may occur. Okay, they say the thing that is permanent or constant is change. There's always change in our life. As we go through life, change is one of those constants that happens. Okay, or something that is, change is not changing. Okay, well, change changes or whatever it is. Okay, the journey. Okay, you are learning that every challenge you face has a hidden gift inside. Okay, so open up to change, allow it to change, knowing that every change that happens in our life, there's something beautiful that is hidden. There's a hidden gift behind it. So it's part of the journey. Change is part of the journey. Every day, every step you make forward into your life, it's part of the journey. Okay, it's part, there's a change. Okay, so for every step you make, there's a change in your life. And oftentimes there are gifts that are waiting there that we just need to be open up in order to receive them. So we need to open ourselves to change so that we will be able to encounter these gifts that the universe and the spirit is giving to us. So you are learning that every challenge you face has a hidden gift inside. Okay, so this is being proactive, being positive, having a positive outlook in whatever challenge we encounter in life. Okay, Cancer, let us try to see what are the tarot messages, or what is the tarot reading for you with regards to your present spiritual life. So where am I right now in my spiritual journey? Okay. Okay. Oh, very nice. Okay. So it seems that for many of you right now, you are in a present, the present state in your journey right now is that you are facing right now the shadow part. Many of you might be undergoing some shadow work right now, and you are discovering certain parts of you that prevent you from being free. So somehow it's many of you are undergoing this interior part, and we have here the devil. The devil can sometimes symbolize those parts of our life that needs to be enlightened, that needs to we need to give attention to. Okay, these are the things in our life that that, like for example, certain bad habits that needs to be changed, certain addictions that we need to be set free of, no? So let's try to see if we can lessen the light. You can still see it, no? Okay, yeah. So here, the devil can symbolize those bad habits or those addictions that we need to address in our life. So right now, it seems that the universe, for some of you, are being enlightened by the universe to realize that those aspects in your life that needs to be changed, those aspects of your life that you need to let go of, especially those bad habits and those addictions. And also, it can also symbolize certain relationships that are sort of like codependent relationships that does not set you free, relationships that burden you, situations in life that sort of puts you into shackles, prevents you from being free. So this, I feel, for many of you, for some of you, Cancer, maybe these are the things you are being. The universe is letting you be aware that there are certain things in your life that you need to address, things that you need to let go of so that you will be set free. And in order for you to address this, you need some time to be alone, some time to rest also. Rest can sometimes be to set you free from all these bad habits or these addictions. Sometimes one of the best thing is to withdraw from the situation. So if you are in bad company, you need to avoid those bad companies that lead you to that. You need to avoid also certain occasions that will lead you to constantly fall into this bad habit or this addiction. So you need to change your environment, and part of it is you change the environment you're staying in. You rest yourself. For some of you, maybe you need to transfer to a different place in order to be able to change your situation. So some of you are being called also to spend more time in rest and solitude. Maybe part of it also is if you are in in a situation where you feel that you are not very happy, there is a need for you to be kind to yourself also. So you need to take yourself away from that situation. And it seems that the universe is helping you right now. We have here the Judgment card. The Judgment card is when the divine comes into your life and sets you free. So whatever this addiction is, the universe is at your back. The universe has your back. They are helping you set these addictions free. But you need to be cooperative to the universe. There is such a thing as free will also. Even if the universe would like to help you, if you do not want to help yourself, then there will be a little difficulty for you to set yourself free. So there's also a need to let go and let the spirit, or let go and let God. And you need to be open to change. Sometimes when we have problem and we don't seem to be able to get ourselves out, all we have to do sometimes is to say, Lord, I need help. Could you please take me out of the situation? Sometimes we forget that there is the presence of the divine, and sometimes all we need to do is to look up into this, to look up to the presence of the divine, or to be aware of the presence of the divine, and to ask the divine or the universe to change our situation. So sometimes all we need is to surrender, to let go, and somehow it can be that the universe will be sending you somebody who will help you also get out of your situation. It can be. So we have here the Lover's card. At the same time, you need to help yourself. So it can be also that for those of you who are happily single, okay, all you need to do is to have the presence of the divine in your life, to surrender to the divine, just as this feminine part who is looking up to the divine and turning her back to the temptation, which can be represented by the snake. So you need to turn your back to the bad habit and allow the divine to change your situation. At the same time, the Lover can also symbolize unity within you. Okay, the unity of the different parts of your personality, the unity between the spirit, the heart, the mind, and the body. So somehow, when you are in the presence of the divine, you are slowly on the journey towards wholeness. So I feel from a situation of brokenness the universe is helping you rise up from your situation, but you need to have more time in contemplation so that the universe can guide you and help you, so that you will be able to attain this wholeness, which can also be symbolized by the Lover's card. Okay, now let us try to see Cancer, some more clarification. Okay, so here you see again, here we have the Seven of Swords, and somehow this, when you see one, this one is very sneaky. Okay, so it's like a sort of like a game. No, you need to be also wise in the situation. He is sneakily getting himself out. It's like this person trying to get those trying to get away those things that he knows will prevent him from being successful. Okay, so he is silently removing obstacles to his journey. So somehow I feel for you, in order to get rid of these bad addictions, you also need to be wise. You have to sneak out also from the situation. So yeah, you need to get yourself out of the situation. You also have to be wise. He is tiptoeing out of the situation. He is trying to find ways to prevent himself from encountering again the situation. And so you need also to be wise. So you need to get yourself out of the situation. You need to slowly sneak out of the camp. Okay, so take yourself away out of the situation. I hope somehow this you understand, or you get an idea that there is a need for you to really get yourself out of the situation, and also to be wise enough to remove those obstacles that will prevent you from being successful. Now, for some of you, it can be, as I have said, in a relationship that is not healthy. This is something that you need to address. If it is not a good relationship, maybe it's time for you to silently walk out, okay, and let go. You deserve love. You deserve happiness. So if you are in a situation right now that is not good, that is not helping you in your journey, maybe it's time for you to walk out or get yourself out of the situation. It's going to be a painful journey. There will be rains and heartaches, but you need to slowly walk out. Okay, you deserve something better. Okay, we have here again also that. So this is the Three of Swords, and we have here the Queen of Cups. So I feel one of the best way, somehow for some of you, you are also encountering the universe is helping you get out of the situation by also enlightening you of certain things in your life. You see here the Queen of Cups is contemplating on the Holy Grail. It is being aware of the presence of God in your life and allowing God to guide you, enlighten you on how to go through in your spiritual journey right now. So you are in the journey. Somehow, when you look at the Queen, she's marveling at the beauty of the Holy Grail. Somehow she's discovering that along the way, there are certain gifts that the universe is giving him and giving her or him. And somehow there is also this awareness of the Queen of the presence of her spirit team or spirit helpers, that she is not alone and the universe has her back. So for some of you right now, as you struggle with those things that you need to change in your life, the presence of the divine in your life is very important. And it is not an easy journey. There will be moments of pain, but continue to walk away from the situation. Sometimes the best way to win in a battle is to prevent the battle from happening. And to prevent the battle of happening, sometimes the best way is to just walk away. Okay, so you walk away from situations that you know will not be helpful to you. Okay, again, you see here, both here, the Queen of Pentacles is somebody who also is contemplating on the Pentacle. So the universe might be giving you right now an inspiration, something that you can give attention to, so that you will be slowly able to walk away, whether it is a toxic relationship or maybe an addiction or a bad habit. The best, I feel that the direction is to contemplate on or concentrate on something else. For some of you, the career will be able to help you, and also contemplation of your inner life is also something helpful. When you concentrate on your career, you will be productive. Everything in your situation will be much better. It will improve. So you see here two women contemplating. Those who are, when you contemplate, you will be composed as a person, and yeah, the universe will be giving you an inspiration right now. You see here, the Ace of Wands symbolizes that the universe is giving you gifts in your journey, gifts that can help you change your situation. And finally, okay, so you have to continue on having this struggle. So there will be struggles, especially for those of you who are trying to free yourself from toxic relationships or a toxic situation or certain things you need to remove into your life. There will be struggles, but you will be on top of the situation. You see this person, he's on top and he sees everything below. So when you are on top of the situation, you know how to get yourself out of it. You see behind him, it is free, and because he is above, he can run away from the situation. He can walk away from the situation. Uh, it might be difficult for these things to climb up to him. So somehow he has an advantage. When you look at this Seven of Wands, the person has an advantage and he has the ability to run to safer grounds. So I feel, yeah, for some of you, there's a need for you to address certain aspects in your life and you need to walk away from them. There will be some struggles, but the universe has your back. Okay, now let us try to see if we can get at least two more messages from the oracle for Cancer. Okay, so Cancer, there are some struggles you need to work on, but the universe has your back. Just be open to change and always believe that there is a gift. The universe is giving you a gift that will help you make it out of whatever challenges you have right now. Okay, visionary. Okay, so here again, the visionary is somebody who is being guided by the spirit. You are learning to synthesize all of your creative ideas into action. Okay, so the universe is guiding you, enlightening you. You will be able to find a way out of the situation. Connection. You are very connected to the heavenly realms. So I feel that the universe is encouraging you. Move forward. Continue to move forward. Continue with your journey. You are learning that every challenge you face has a hidden gift inside. Okay, so I've part of the uh, spiritual awakening, part of our journey towards a spiritual life is also, yeah, working on ourselves, improving ourselves. The spiritual journey is a constant challenge or a constant step forward to improvement. Okay, so we need to work. So part of it is shadow work, part of it is working on those things that maybe we need to change or to let go, so that we will be able to attain this wholeness that we are hoping for. So don't be afraid. The universe has your back. Just continue on moving forward. Things will get better as you constantly put one step forward and then the next day another step forward. It helps also to have this thankful spirituality that at the end of the day, or maybe even when you wake up in the morning, you thank the Lord for this new day. At the same time, you thank the Lord at the end of the day for the gifts that you have received and the challenges that you were able to overcome throughout the day. Oh, by the way, before we go to the reading for Scorpio, just for some clear gifts, okay? Um, just occurred to me that for some of you who are receiving gifts from the universe, some of you might be given this gift of clairvoyance. Okay, we see here the Queen of Cups. This is for Cancer. Okay, Cancer. Uh, this is also the Queen of Pentacles. When you look at both of them are looking at the Pentacle and at the Holy Grail. So I feel that for some of you, those who are receiving gifts from the universe, be aware, maybe you are being given also the gift of clairvoyance, being able to see certain things. Okay, so just something to consider right now. Thank you. Okay, so we have finished reading for Cancer. Now we are going to read for Scorpio. Now, Scorpio, where are you now in your present in your spiritual journey. Okay, so where are you now in your spiritual journey? We will start with oracle reading. We will try to see what is the message from the universe. Okay. Okay, let's see. Environment. And then we try to get also one from the Moonology manifestation cards. Okay, let's see. So here it says full moon in Cancer. Okay, you are in the fullness of time. Okay, and Cancer. Oh yeah, we just finished the reading from Cancer. So your fellow water sign is here right now, and you see here, the crab is going towards the ocean. Okay, so it's like for me, it's a symbolism of a person that is just about to begin a spiritual journey. Okay, so it's in the fullness of time. You are very sensitive to the cycle of the moon. They say that when the moon is full, wherein both the gravity of the sun and the gravity of the moon are pulling on our emotions and our thoughts. So it makes our emotions very sort of like magnified. So it is also those times when we have difficulty. When the moon is full, it is difficult for us to sleep. Yeah, because many insights are coming. And I don't know, for my personal experience, usually when the moon is full, the dreams are more vivid. Okay, so this is the best time for us to be aware of the things that are happening in our interior world. And it says here, let your fears dissolve. Have the courage. So it's like, you know how it is when you are just, for example, you arrive into the beach or in the pool. When you're about to go to the water, one of the fears is it cold? Okay, it's like that. So it takes time. Sometimes, I would say when we are going on the beach or in a river or in a pool, no, usually people take some time before they dip themselves into the water. Why? Because there's that fear, is it cold or is it deep? So it's like that. So there's always that fear. Now let your fears dissolve and take the courage to go inside. Oftentimes it's the same. We sometimes have reservation spending time in solitude and silence because there is that fear of what we will see when we go inner into that deep. Also, when we start to do some shadow work, it's sometimes very difficult for us to do the shadow work because we know that when you go inwards, go inside ourselves, we know we might encounter certain things that might not be very pleasant. Okay, so that is why it's important for us also. For some of you in your spiritual journey right now, some of you maybe are being invited by the universe to do some shadow work, to look at the things in your life that are no longer helping you, some things that you might also need to heal in your life. So these are things that are quite difficult, but you need to have the courage to let go of your fears. It says here in the environment, now is a good time to clear, to clean, and declutter your environment. So it's like maintenance work. Okay, so for some of maintenance work, some of us will have to undergo some healing work. Okay, some healing work. Sorry for the sound. No, it was very quiet before we started reading, so maybe we need to declutter also some things in the environment, things that makes us for me it's sort of like a message also. These are examples of decluttering the noise in our environment, the external noise or the inner noise also, the noise in your heart, the noise in your mind. No, we need to declutter these things. So for some of you, Scorpio, maybe you need to undergo some cleaning work in our life right now. Try to see which are the things right now that causes us tension, the things that causes us noise within us, no, prevents us from feeling peace and tranquility. These things that are hindrances to our peace and tranquility, maybe we need to declutter them. As you can see here, there are a lot of thumbtacks. Okay, the thumbtacks can be those things. I don't know if these are thumbtacks. That's the first thing that came to my mind when I saw this objects here. No, maybe they're not thumbtacks, but the thing that came to me are immediately those thumbtacks. Thumbtacks are the ones that we use to pin things, and sometimes they are painful. No, And when they are painful, yeah, they sort of irritate us in a certain sense. You see, this person, this side is already clear uh, in the picture. It's as if all those things that are clutter are already put on one side. So somehow you are able to identify already, classify them already. So maybe there's a need for you to slowly get rid of these things so that there will be this beautiful pattern. The beautiful pattern will be appreciated more. Okay, so the beauty in your life can be appreciated more when there is less clutter. Okay, so maybe this is one of the things that we need to work on, Scorpio, in your spiritual life. Now let us try to see if we can get more messages from the tarot. Okay. One more. Okay, the sound has been decluttered. It's silent again. Oh, beautiful. There's a certain beauty in silence. Okay. Okay, so Scorpio, it seems that the universe is giving you a gift. It's the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups, and you see here the presence of the divine. No, the bird can symbolize the Holy Spirit, and then the sacred host could symbolize the Messiah. Okay, so when you there is the presence of the divine that is filling up your cup. Okay, so for some of you, you are very much in touch and very much aware of the presence of the divine in your life, and your cup is overflowing. We see here a lot of yads, and the yads can symbolize also the awareness of the presence of the divine. So I feel that for some of you, right now at this present time, your seventh or crown chakra are quite very much open, and yeah, maybe even the third eye chakra. You are receiving downloads from the divine at this present time, and your cup is overflowing, and everything around you is benefiting from this gift that you're receiving from the divine. So you're constantly aware of the presence of the divine. So I feel that, yeah, the clear gifts that you are receiving right now, especially here with the with the augmentation of the presence of the high priestess, I feel for some of you, you have just received or you might have already received the gift of clairvoyance and maybe claircognizance. No, there are other clairs that you might be able to have received, but at this present time, from the message from the cards, I feel that for some of you have just the third eye chakra is opening, and even the crown chakra is opening. And I feel that for some of you, maybe some of you have received or are receiving the gift of claircognizance and clairvoyance. I don't know why the clairaudience came to me. Okay, so if the clairaudience came to me, maybe some of you are receiving that gift also. So you are receiving the gift of clairs. When you are very much in touch with the universe, you receive the gifts, the clear gifts. Okay, so for some of you here now, yeah, the high priestess is somebody who is very much like this crowd that we saw earlier. No, she's constantly at the portal of the she's constantly sitting before the portal of her heart. Okay, the portal where she gets in touch with the divine. So this is a person who spends a lot of time in contemplation and solitude. So I feel that for some of you, Scorpio, you are already incorporating into your life these moments of silence and solitude, and maybe moments with the nature. For some of you, I guess being in some sacred temples or specific areas, you have, maybe for some of you have even certain altars where you spend, or some uh, specific nooks that you go to in order that you will be able to do your meditations and contemplations. So for some of you, it's already becoming a way of life, and I feel that you are able to already identify your dark and your light sides in your person. When you're able to do that, it's easier for you to do your shadow work, because you're able to identify the things that you need to declutter in your life. At the same time, you are also guided, I feel for some of you, you are guided by the scriptures or by some reading. So some of you do not only spend time in contemplation and meditation, but also you are supplement it by reading or learning from things. Okay. the same time, I feel that many of you are sensitive to the cycles of the moon. Okay, we see here the moon at the feet, no? You are, when I look at this one, I think of a person who's able to surf through the cycles of the moon. Somebody who is able to be slowly, you are becoming slowly aware of how the moon affects you, and you are learning how to surf through these cycles, no, to make these cycles to your advantage. Okay, so you know already, somehow you are starting to know how, for example, how the moon affects you when it is full, no, how the moon affects you when it's new moon. So you are learning how the cycles of the moon affects you already. So in a certain sense, yes, you are very, your intuition is deepening, no. The high priestess is a person who is composed also with the situation. You're learning to also be at peace, no, learning to be able to be at peace. You are, yes, in the process of learning to let go of your fears and let your fears to dissolve. And at the same time, yeah, it's really the right time for you. With this, or you're already incorporating as part of your regular life, this contemplation, and you have your me time already, spending time with yourself. This is a good time for you to really work on your shadows, and at the same time, this is you are opening up into a new adventure. Okay, so I feel in your spiritual journey, it's a little bit exciting right now because new things are popping up in your spiritual life. But at the same time, you are looking back and comparing your present situation to the past, and you realize the contrast between those. Maybe for some of you, you are looking back at the lifetime when you were not spiritually aware, uh, or you were not very much aware of your spiritual life or spiritual aspect of your life. But now that you're beginning to, things are beginning to flourish in your spiritual life, in your inner life, somehow you have time to look back at your past when you are not very much aware, and you are able to concentrate now. And for some of you, I feel you're looking up to the future, trying to see how can you still improve on what you are working on. And here we have this wheel of fortune. So here is the three of wands, and you are on fire. Okay, in the wheel of fortune, we see here the wheel that is turning, no, so it means that yes, you are turning, and the biggest part of the picture is this sort of shadowy image that is underneath the wheel. The shadow image has somehow a little bit pinned by the wheel, so he's not able to get out. But you see the wheel is moving, and when the wheel is moving, somehow this will be set free. So I feel that if you continue and be patient and working on your shadow self, you will be able to set free and let go, declutter your life from those things that no longer serve you. At the same time, there are temptations here, but you continue to let the wheel go around. So in a certain sense, you will also have the ability to discern those things that are just temptations that you know will not be beneficial to you. So you are learning from the school of life. You see here books on the four corners, no, and different creatures. I feel these are your spirit guides who are teaching you. They are also studying and learning together with you. They are journeying with you. So I feel that your spirit guides are accompanying you as you try to learn from the wheel of life. The Sphinx here is somebody who holds a sword, so somebody who knows the truth. So the truth is slowly being revealed to you as you go through the wheel of life. As you go through your life, it seems that the wheel is turning and things are going well in your life right now. Okay, so yes, you see here again, we have the Queen of Wands, who is also very, very intuitive. She's also accompanied by a cat, which I feel are your spiritual guides. You're being accompanied by your spiritual guide. And again, she is a Queen of Wands. She is on fire. And as you go further in your spiritual life, you will be more stable, just like the High Priestess and the Queen of Wands. And the inner journey towards your inner life contemplation and meditation and solitude are slowly being incorporated as part of your life. And see here the sunflower. So I feel that for you, Scorpio, the gift of being aware of the presence of the divine in your life is very strong. We have here the Ace of Cups with a lot of yods, and then here you see the presence of the divine. You see here the high priestess who's constantly aware of the divine again. And here again, we see here the Queen of Wands who is holding a sunflower. The sunflower always gazes at the sun from its rising to its setting. It follows the course of the sun. So for for many of you, maybe Scorpio, who are watching this video right now, you are very much aware of the presence of the divine and your spirit guides in your life. And you are constantly receiving a lot of downloads from the spirit, from the universe. These are beautiful gifts that you are receiving, and you are becoming aware of it. For some of you, yes, yeah, you are developing your clairs, and your inner child is being set free. We see here the card of the Fool. This is the Eight of Wands, no? And we have here the card of the Fool. The gifts that you are receiving from the universe through the symbolism of the Eight of Wands is setting your inner child free. And this inner child is opening up. It's as if he's facing a new day. It's a new day. For some of you, you're discovering a new chapter in your life is beginning. It can be also the fullness of the sun. Not only the fullness of the moon, but the fullness of the sun. You feel the presence of the universe, the sun warming your shoulders. Okay, you are very much aware of the presence of the divine. So I feel that for many of you, you are aware of how the universe or the spirit or the divine is working in your daily life. You're constantly aware of it. And there is this awareness also of the beauty of nature. You see here, the Fool is holding a flower. I feel that, yeah, for some of you, being close to nature is an important element of your spiritual journey. And again, you are receiving a lot of gifts. Here we have here the Ace of Pentacles. I feel that for some of you, you might have received some inspiration also with regard to prosperity and career, and everything is flourishing. I feel that, yes, it seems that the universe recently has been giving you a lot of inspirations and gifts. And here again, as you do your shadow work, there will be moments where you will be experiencing pain. Okay, we have here the Three of Swords. So these are the things that maybe you need to work on. Maybe healing. When I look at this card right now, what I see is you need to do some healing work. Okay, it might be some traumas you had in the past that you need to work on. And this is the best time to work on it because you are very much in touch with the divine. You are very much aware of the presence of the divine in your life. And it says here, now is a good time to clear, clean, and declutter your environment. So try to see. For some of you, if you are in a situation where there is a third party, or in a relationship that is very painful, a relationship that you know is not beneficial for you, maybe this is the time for you to let go of this relationship. Things that no longer serve you, things that can be a hindrance to your peace and tranquility, to you living. If this relationship is causing rain or storm in your life, causing you pain, maybe there is a time for you to let go. Besides, we cannot. The important thing is to have this message from the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups tells us the lesson that the source of our joy is within us. And that source of our joy is that relationship with the divine. When you have, okay, it's as if that the sound of the motorcycle is confirming it. Okay, so the source of your joy is within you, and that is that loving relationship with the divine. When the source of your joy is that beautiful relationship with the divine, you don't need other people to fill up your cup. When you reach out to other people, it is because you reach out in order for them to share in your joy. If they go away, you're not affected by it. When you have this kind of spirituality in life, wherein your source of joy is the divine who is with you, and at the same time, the relationship that you have with the divine is your source of joy. And when you reach out to people, it is not because you want them to fill up your cup, but you just want them to share in your joy. So when you realize that if you are in a relationship that is not very beneficial to you, it is easier for you to let go of that relationship. You won't hold on to that relationship because you know that it is not that person who fills up your cup. Usually the problem of codependency is that we expect the person to fill up our cup, and oftentimes we get attracted to this person because usually at the start of relationship, the honeymoon period, both of you tries to fill up the cup, okay, each other's cup. So it's beautiful. But then when the honeymoon period stops already, then the reality comes in, and then our imperfections and our immaturities goes to the forefront, and then we realize if the relationship is really healthy or not. And then sometimes we hold on to the past and try to see, oh, but they filled up my cup in the past, maybe they can still fill up my cup in the future, even if I'm in pain right now. So sometimes it's very hard. So it's very important for us to always remember, the one that fills up our cup is the divine. The presence of the divine is the one that brings us joy. We reach out to other people so that they can share with our joy. But if they want to be set free, especially if there is already a third party and you are already in a situation where it's too painful already, and you know that it's not a healthy one, because love should, I mean, when there's a third party, there is a no equal giving of a relationship, no. So there is a need for you to maybe let go and go back again to this spirituality. I know it takes sometimes when you reach out to other people and share love with them, sometimes you get to be attached with them, and it's quite hard to go back again to this stability of having God as your source of joy, no, the God who fills up your cup. So somehow you need to go back to this one, and you need to work on this one. So for some of you, those of you who are in a situation that is not very healthy, I think this is the ideal time for you to let it go. Okay, so because the universe is giving you a new gift right now, and the gift, I mean, letting go doesn't have to mean that you need to fill it up again with another person. Okay, that's why sometimes they say that when you're in the rebound period, it's not good to have another relationship. Yes, because you are just putting band-aid on your problem. Okay, it's important for you to reestablish that, and I feel now that for many of you, you are very much aware of the presence of the divine in your life, of the spirit in your life. This is the best time for you to let go of these things, knowing that the divine is the source of your happiness. The divine is the one that fills up your cup. So even if you let go of this relationship, you can still find joy, knowing that the universe has your back. Okay, so again, you see, this is very beautiful. I mean, you are receiving a lot of gifts. You just received the gift of the Ace of Cups, and then the Ace of Pentacles, and the Ace of Swords. When I look at the Ace of Swords right now, what I see is enlightenment. I feel that the divine is guiding you right now and is enlightening you, making you understand the things that you need to let go in your life. And I know that they will give you also the ability or the enlightenment so that you will be able to free yourself from the situation that causes you pain, in order for you to again retain this stability of the High Priestess, the Queen of Wands, no, and to set your inner child free with the presence of the Fool, and to start on a new venture in your life through the Three of Wands. Okay, allow the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is moving, no, so whatever pain you have right now, this too will pass, and the universe has your back. You are very much aware of the presence of the divine in your life right now. Take this very good moment for you to free yourself of those things that no longer serve you, especially if it is a relationship that is not healthy and is causing you a lot of pain. I feel that for you, Scorpio, although there's the predominance here of the clairvoyance and claircognizance, for some of you, you are receiving also gifts, the other clairs. No, usually when you receive the gifts of the clairs from the universe, it shows, it includes all, but there are some clairs that are a little bit predominant. Like for you, I feel the predominance of the presence of claircognizance and clairvoyance. Okay, but it doesn't mean that you are not receiving the other clairs also. Oftentimes you receive them, but maybe to a lesser degree. Magic touch, you are accessing through magic from deep within. Yes, you are very much in touch with the divine, and at the same time, I feel you are receiving the gift of manifestation. So manifest a better life, a life that is free from this pain. Pain is part of life, it's true. But I mean, there are certain pains that we can let go of. Sometimes it's hard to let go. That's why we need to be constantly guided, to be constantly aware of the presence of the divine, to feel the sun on our shoulders, so that we will have the courage to let go of our fears. So the fear of letting go, sometimes the problem of not being able to let go of the relationship is there is that fear. What will happen if I let go of this person? I will not be happy anymore. And then you realize, what? The source of happiness is within me. Okay. Let your fears dissolve. Okay. Metamorphosis. Like the caterpillar that emerges from its cocoon, you are about to get your wings. Okay. This pain that you might be having right now is just part of your transition or transformation moment. You are undergoing metamorphosis right now. Just allow the wheel of life to turn. Continue on this awareness of the divine in your life. Allow it to turn and allow it to undergo the process, so that in the end, you will be able to spread your wings and fly again. Okay. So I feel this is the message for you, Scorpio. I hope that somehow it will give you an aspect of your present spiritual journey. In your present spiritual journey, for many of you, you are very much aware of the presence of the divine, of the gifts of the divine, and the guidance of the divine in your present life. And for some of you, you are receiving also some clear gifts. But I feel you need to do some shadow work also. You need to let go also of some unhealthy relationship or unhealthy situations in your life. Now let's go to Pisces. Okay, so we have finished already the reading for Scorpio. We are now going to the last water sign, which is Pisces. Now let us try to see, Pisces, where are you now in your spiritual journey? So what is your present situation in your spiritual journey? We will start with some oracle messages. This is the Moonology manifestation cards. We will try to see somehow to have an idea, sort of like a point where you are in your present life. Okay, we have here the last quarter moon of Pisces. So a chapter in your life is now being closed. And again, you see here, it's Pisces. Okay, so it's really for you. The reading for you. It's a last quarter moon in Pisces. And talk less, feel more. Okay. Okay, so it's beautiful. So talk less, feel more. Okay, you're just closing a chapter. A lesson is just being learned, or you need to ruminate on the lesson that the chapter has just given you. So you need to talk less and feel more. Be aware, because the universe is teaching you a certain lesson. A chapter is closing and a new chapter is opening. So the new chapter that is opening, you will have new lessons again. So you need to be more of in the receptive mode. Okay, and it's very nice. I mean, of all the cards, we ended up with Pisces. Okay. And at the same time, let us get some more message from the spirit. Okay. See this person, open arms, no, listening, and before nature. You see, this person is sitting at the beach before the sea. I don't know. Maybe some of you have an affinity for the sea. Maybe some of you are able to be more sensitive to the touches of the divine when you are by the sea. Okay, or by a body of water. Okay, so be aware of it also. See if it resonates with you. If you feel that you are able to be more aware of the presence of the divine in your life when you are before the body of water, then this can be a confirmation of it, and it's a good insight, so that when you need to get some guidance from the divine, you know that the best way to get it, or one of the ideal places to get it from the divine, is when you are before a body of water. Okay, generosity, giving from your heart with no strings attached, okay, is what is needed now. Okay, so generosity, this message, this description of generosity is more of giving unconditional love. And I think for you to be able to give this kind of love, wherein you give from your heart with no strings attached, this is a cup that overflows. A person whose life is filled up by the presence of the divine, somebody who is very much aware that the divine is taking care of them, and so their source of joy is this relationship with the divine, and their cup overflows. So when they reach out to other people, it is not because they want other people to fill up their cup. So they are not needy when they go into a relationship. They go into a relationship, they already filled up with their cup already overflowing. So they are able to give love unconditionally. You reach out to other people because you want them to share in your joy, and you do not demand them to fill your cup anymore. You just want them to share. You just want to join you with them. You just want to celebrate life with them. So this is, I feel, what is unconditional love. When you give love and you do not expect it to be given to you in return. Although it's good to choose relationship where other people are also capable of giving unconditional love, because life is like a cycle. There are times when we are constantly centered in the presence with the divine, but there are also times when we are also sort of like we sort of get out of sync in this communication with the divine. And in those moments, it's good also when you are among people who are able to give love unconditionally, so that it's easier, the journey becomes easier. So it's good also to be among those people who are also capable of giving unconditional love. But here right now you're being invited to learn how it is to give love unconditionally to others. Okay, now let us now see what are the oracle messages through the oracle cards. Okay, so where are you right now in your spiritual journey, Pisces? Okay, when I look at the symbolism of Pisces, we do these two fishes dancing. No, I right now I think of a relationship. Okay, so you are people who are people, relational people, people who likes relationships also. It can be your relationship with your inner world, for those of you who are happily single. It can be also friendships, no? You cherish friendships, and you cherish also romantic relationships. You cherish family, okay? You cherish good relationships also in the workplace, okay? It can be like that. At the same time, you like balance between the yin and the yang, balance between the light and the dark, no? Okay, so yeah, these are people who are very much in touch with their inner world, okay? Celebration. So somebody, for some of you, somebody might be coming your way. You might be also, for some of you, celebrating. So for some of you, there might be a romantic person coming into your way, that we will have a romantic relationship. For some of you, you might even have children together. Okay, this is a gift from the divine. For some of you also, you might be cherishing a loving time or a wonderful time with your family. Okay, so this can also symbolize a card for family. So it can be that at this present time in your spiritual journey, you find joy being with your loved ones. Okay, you are celebrating life with them. The cups can symbolize a certain relationship with other people. This can also symbolize close friends, no? Can symbolize also a partner in life, can symbolize also your family. But the beautiful thing about this Ten of Cups is that the cup symbolizes that you share the deeper things in life, the things that are intangible, like celebrating life, sharing emotions, sharing spiritual insights, sharing the spiritual journey together. I feel this is the more profound relationship. No, not just the superficial ones, but the deep relationships where you feel family. Okay, so I feel that at this present time of your journey, you are enjoying the feeling of family with other people, with the people close to you in your life right now, and you are sharing the deeper, intangible things in life. There's this saying, no? The greatest and most beautiful things in life cannot be felt or touched. They are more felt by the heart. Okay, cannot be touched, but they are felt more through the heart. Okay, something like that. Okay, we have here the world. Okay, so yeah, you are just finishing a chapter right now, just like the last quarter moon in Pisces. No, a chapter is closing. The Ten of Cups also symbolizes a closing of a chapter. So a chapter is really closing, and you're closing it with a celebration with your people who are very close to you. And at the same time, you see here a person is like holding a baton, no? Or you know how it is in the relay. When you run a relay race, there is a certain baton that you pass to each other. So you were working, you are not alone. You were working with a team or a family or close friends, no, and you are now able to be who you truly are. You are your naked self. Okay, it means that you are not afraid to be who you really are. You are not afraid to show to the world the person that you truly are. At the same time, the world is celebrating. You are celebrating right now. Okay, the wreath uh, symbolizes accomplishment. You have accomplished something very important, and here you are not the only one celebrating, but you are also celebrating. Here you are celebrating with people in your physical realm. Here you are celebrating with your spirit guides. Okay, they too are in this. You know how it is. They are waiting for you in the finish line. Your spirit guides are saying, "Come on, come on! You're finishing this chapter." They are egging you on to finish that one, and you run with joy and with poise also. Okay, so you are not afraid to be who you truly are, and the universe is celebrating it with you, and you are now moving forward. And here again, I feel this is like the symbolism of Pisces, wherein there's a balance between the dark side and the and the bright side of your life, the yin and the yang also, the masculine and the feminine, and you are moving forward. You're spending more time out of the madding crowds, and you are moving away. For some of you, maybe you are traveling. Okay, for some of you, you are going out into the out of the cities, out of the madding crowds is becoming part of your life. Can be also, this can be a regular journey outwards, so that you will have more time to spend on your spiritual journey or spiritual life. Okay, so it's time. It's like some of you are moving away, no, but at the same time, you need to consider also there might be some things that are troubling you right now, some thoughts that are bothering you right now as you move away. These are the things that maybe you need to let slowly remove, so that when you journey towards, when you go to your day or regular spiritual contemplation or meditation, these thoughts will be left behind and will not trouble you. So I feel that right now, yes, you have this mechanical work of getting out of the city, moving forward and working on your spiritual journey, but there are some clutters that you might need to consider right now. Okay, thoughts, certain thoughts that can hinder you from attaining certain peacefulness in your journey. For some of you, there's a spiritual, a physical, really moving away to a quieter place. Okay, something that will help you celebrate life. So there is a closing of a chapter. So for some of you, you might be really physically going someplace. Okay, but in your spiritual journey, yes, there seems to be a balance right now in your inner self, and a balance also between the interior and exterior self, and you are celebrating right now. Okay, if for some of you who are receiving one of those clear gifts, the six of swords for me can symbolize also that some of you might have received the gift of clear cognizance. Okay, so for some of you who are receiving gifts from the universe, try to be aware. Maybe at this present time, the gift of clear cognizance is becoming more evident right now. So maybe this is the one gift that you need to work on. Okay, at this present time. Okay, so let us get more clarification in your present situation, where you are right now in your spiritual journey. Okay, so yes, a chapter really closed, and it is something that did not satisfy you in the past, but they're already spilt. I mean, spilt means it's finished. Okay, it's closed already. You need to close that chapter already, and you need to turn around and to face the new gifts that the universe is giving you. I feel that this one that you have sort of just finished right now, is a relationship or a situation wherein it has caused you a lot of pain, and it was raining in your life at that time. So for some of you, if you are still undergoing this, just be aware that it's causing you sorrow at this present time, but you are receiving new gifts from the divine, something that is promising. Okay, it can be a new relationship coming, or a new friendship, or a new family situation. I feel that because now that you are closing the chapter, you need to address this one. You need to really close this chapter. But at the same time, you are a little bit guarded because of this experience. We have here the 9 of Wands. You see here this person, he was a wounded warrior, and is a little bit guarded. So you're in the process of healing, and right now maybe some of you have difficulty in trusting right now, it's okay. This is part of the journey. But you need to learn to trust also in order for you to achieve also to attain this goal, no? To attain this joy, this celebration. The universe is celebrating with you, but if you constantly look on your past, you will not be able to appreciate the new gift that the universe is giving you. You are moving away already from this situation. So somehow, suddenly it's been clarified that yes, a chapter is closing, a chapter that has caused you a lot of pain and sorrow, a chapter that has made you be guarded a little bit right now. It can be a relationship wherein you are not equally receiving love, no. But yeah, you are being invited to be generous, giving from your heart with no strings attached. To be able to do that, you need to address this one. Okay, you need to close this chapter, and you need to move forward in your life. Okay, so talk less, feel more. Okay, uh, you need to spend more time in solitude and silence. You need to go. Maybe for some of you, you need to physically travel away from this situation so that you will be able to begin again. At this present time, you seem to be a little bit guarded because of the experience that you just had. No? Let's try to get a little bit more clarification regarding this one. Okay, if you are able to walk away from this one, there are people who are coming into your life that are carrying new cups, and they seem to be able to give a more mature kind of love. If in the past you have received a love that is not equally given, a love that is a little bit immature, okay, in the near future, the universe is giving you people who are coming your way. And I think it is related to the 10 of Cups here. Here we have here the 3 of Cups. Again, they are celebrating profound things in your life. The things that are intangible, the things that are really very important in your spiritual journey. Be aware of these people who are coming to your life right now. And I think the experience that you had will make you become in the near future as somebody who is the King of Swords. You will require equal sharing of relationships. Okay, so you are a little bit now, a king is somebody who has good boundaries. Okay, so I feel that in the near future, because of the experience you've had, you are a little bit more guarded, you have better boundaries, but at the same time, you need to be in control of your life. I mean, if in the past you were just reactive, I feel the invitation for you in the near future is to be more proactive and to celebrate life a little bit more again. So be aware of these people, new people who are coming to your life, people who are able to give you also love unconditionally, and you are being invited also to give unconditional love. Maybe for some of you, there's a need for forgiveness, to learn to forgive others and at the same time forgive yourself also, because somehow whatever this unhealthy relationship you've had in the past, you have also some contribution to the detriment of the relationship. So you need to forgive your others and you need to forgive yourself also, and to learn to be more generous with them, to understand. But being generous doesn't mean that you will stay in the relationship. If the relationship is no longer healthy, then you need to let go. You need to move away, just as the Six of Swords. Okay, so I feel that the swords that are here in the boat is the thing in the Five of Cups, the spilled cups that are still worrying you right now, and it's causing you pain. So I feel that for some of you, you are right now in the process of healing, in the process of undergoing transformation. And as this past is being closed, this chapter is being closed, a new chapter is opening and promises celebration in the near future. You need to transition from this pain to that celebration so that you will be able to attain this closing of chapter where you are happy. I feel that at this present time, as you close this painful chapter, I feel also that your family or your close friends are very vital right now for your healing process. Okay. And whatever it is, whatever trial you have undergone, the universe is saying you passed it with flying colors. Actually, you conquered it. You won. And it's time for you to move on. For some of you, physically move on. Okay. But the struggle right now in your spiritual journey right now is to learn to close the chapter. You have not completely closed the chapter yet. You need to close the chapter in order for you to, again, move forward with a positive note in your life. And whatever this experience that you've had, we have here, we close the reading with the 8, number 8 in the major arcana, which is strength. Whatever this experience you've had in the past, it has given you strength. It has taught you to be like the King of Swords, somebody who has good boundaries, somebody also who is in control, who is in control of relationships, somebody who just not allow other people to guide them. He decides, he demands also equal sharing in the relationship. You have already the inner strength. It has given you a certain strength. And I feel other gift that you have received is that you are constantly aware now of the presence of the divine. Okay, so yeah, the gift of claircognizance is coming into my mind right now. Okay, so for some of you, the gift of claircognizance is there. For those of you who are receiving gifts from the universe, be aware it can be a gift of claircognizance right now. Also the gift of clairsentience. Yeah. I see the hand touching the lion. It's like being sensitive to the energies of things. No? For a person to be able to approach something that other people would consider very, very dangerous, like a lion, okay, it's somebody who is aware of the energies of people. They know how to handle things so that they will be able to get the cooperation of others. Okay, so somehow, yes, the gift of clairsentience is also here. So this is your reading right now, Pisces. Right now in your present spiritual journey, there's a chapter that you need to close. You have not completely closed this chapter. It has caused you a lot of pain, but it has taught you something new. You have already finished this chapter. It's time for you to move on. Time for you to celebrate. Find the strength, consolation, and inspiration from your family and from friends who understand you and are able to give you unconditional love. You need to turn around and face the new gifts that the universe is giving you right now. Now let us finish with 2 more oracle cards. No? If there's a need for you to forgive, try to be able to forgive. Okay. Let's get some more oracle messages to close the reading for Pisces. With the reading, where are you now in your spiritual journey? Okay, karma. Okay. You may be involved in a situation that requires justice or fairness. Okay, so if you have been unfairly treated, for some of you, maybe you were in a third-party situation in the past. With here the 3 of Swords. No, you may be involved in a situation that requires justice or fairness. Yeah, so if you have received unfairness in the past, it's time for you to close the chapter because you do not deserve that. You deserve a better relationship. Okay, don't worry if you feel that you have been shortchanged in the relationship in the past. As long as you open up with generosity and with love and understanding, justice is with the universe. Justice is with the divine. If you have been unfairly treated, the universe will give you the justice that you deserve. Okay. But do not extract that. Sometimes, I guess what you will learn here is to have better boundaries. But if it is something legal, in legal matters wherein you have been unjustly treated, don't worry, the universe will help you attain that justice. If you have been a victim of a certain injustice, have faith in the universe. The universe will bring you the justice that you deserve. Okay, so you may be involved in a situation that requires justice and fairness. Rejoicing, you have learned how to make the most out of your life. Okay, despite of all these trials that you have undergoing right now, you are still able to find ways to celebrate with your close ones, with your family, with your close friends. Despite of these things, I guess the beauty of undergoing certain trials in life is that we get to see the silver lining in the dark clouds. We get to appreciate more the little gifts that we constantly receive each day. We get to appreciate the gifts that the divine is giving us every moment of our life. because of the trials that you have undergone. So don't worry if right now you felt that you have been unjustly treated. I feel that the universe is going to give you justice. Can we have some more clarification? Okay, something fell. Reconciliation. Okay, it fell down. I was about to get some more clarification when it comes to this karma. No, karma means that if people have untreated you fairly, the universe, because the universe, what you give, you will receive. Okay, it's like that. No, it's part of the law of life, law of reality. No, when you share kindness, when you give generosity and kindness, then you will receive generosity and kindness. No, in God's time. The same time here, if people have treated you unkindly in the past, there are some, they are placing themselves in a situation where, yeah, there will be such as things as karma also. No, for those in a Catholic faith, it's corporal punishments. No, if you do negative things also will come back to you. Okay, so it's better to do the positive things. And at the same time, it says here, these relationships, friendships, or partnerships can be saved. Okay, for some of you, really, there's a need for you to be generous. Maybe in the near future, even if you are already guarded in the relationship, it doesn't mean that you have to go back again to what it was in the past. Although if it can still be salvaged, you can still go back, then maybe. So I guess right now the universe, I know it's going to be difficult, but it seems that the universe is giving you an invitation to forgive, maybe. For some of you, the need to forgive. But at the same time also, to have good boundaries this time. If this is a person that drains you of your negative energies, okay, somebody like energy vampires, then you need to have a better boundary in the near future, not to allow them to constantly drain you of your energy. If this is a person who has placed you in a washing machine relationship, a relationship that is not very healthy, then you need also to have certain boundaries. You need to demand also them to give you love equally also. So at the same time, no, giving from your heart, even if they've caused you pain, no, you can still be generous in them. But it doesn't have to be, that you will not celebrate any more life, that you will continue to be miserable. I don't think so. You just need to have better boundaries in the near future. But for some of you, there's an invitation for you to forgive, and but maybe to renew the relationship, but at least a certain level. You need to walk away first from the relationship, but at the same time, maybe in the near future, you might need to consider also to forgive. When you are able to forgive them and to forgive yourself, then you will be able to finally close this chapter that I feel is still affecting you at this present time. And if you feel that you have been unjustly treated, don't worry. There's such a thing as karma. You may be involved in a suit that requires justice and fairness. Leave the justice to the universe. You know that the universe is aware that a certain injustice has been happened. You ask the universe to help you so that you will be able to receive this certain justice. If you have to undergo certain legal proceedings in order to attain this certain justice, no, which can be symbolized by the King of Swords, don't worry. I feel that you will be justified in the future. So just trust in the universe. Old soul, you have lived many lifetimes and gained wisdom beyond your years. Okay. And I feel this is another lesson in your life. Whatever this painful experience is, it has made you have again graduated from a new chapter, and you can include it in your experiences. Okay. So you are a mature person. You have undergone a lot of lifetimes, and you have learned a lot of life lessons. Somehow, I feel you understand the dynamics of the situation that you're undergoing right now. There is a process of healing that you will have to undergo. It will take some time, but then you need to again celebrate life. You need to move forward, and you just look at it as another experience that will strengthen you, another experience in your life's journey, spiritual journey. So for some of you, you are old souls, and you already have a lot of wisdoms in life. Okay. So you may have lived many lifetimes and gained wisdom beyond your years. Okay, so I feel that uh, I hope that you were able to gain some insights in your present journey. No, sometimes even in the reader, sometimes uh, we do not know how it will touch you. No, we just read what the card says, no, and what the energy tells us. Okay, and it will resonate with you if you are meant to learn something from this reading. It will resonate with you and you will gather the insights and the inspiration that you need in your present journey right now. So from the cards, this is what I can see in your, or where you are right now in your spiritual journey right now, Pisces. I hope you were able to gain some insights from the readings, and I hope to see you again in our next reading. Until that time, may the spirit guide you through your present journey. There might be some struggles that you have right now, but may you find consolation with the Spirit, from the Spirit, and also from the people that the Spirit is bringing into your life right now, so that you will be able to move forward, to close this chapter, and maybe learn to forgive, and then learn to let go of these things, and entrust everything that the universe will bring you the justice that you deserve. Okay. Until that time, may God continue to bless your ways.